Lady, what you doing? All right. I don't know. I'm gonna blame the Russians for. I know, lady. It was the Russians who did this. They got us. I'm gonna wait a second. I think I got it set up. If you are watching this, I do apologize for my live stream randomly. I haven't live streamed from this computer with this setup ever. So I'm kind of just winging it. I don't even know if... Can you hear me? I have no idea. Dan, Chris. Okay, you got some thumbs up and some laughing. There's the Russians. Lady, can you use your stairs to your recliner chair? Your underground bunker? Everybody wants to see you. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come on. Come on. Up here. Come on. Use your stairs. There you go. There you go. Oh. Oh. Here's my baby. Alright. Loud and clear. Ladies, sit down. Sit down. No. No. How do you get a dog to use the stairs? It's okay. You can go. You can whine in the corner over there. But what I'm doing, I don't even know. I just gonna sit awkwardly on this. Just sit in the chair, you doofus. Please. Alright, well, she's got a cow. A squeaky cow. She's doing a lot better than she was doing last week. So, you know. He isn't talking about you. Alright, so links. Let me relink this because the hand model guide isn't come back. Alright. Loud and clear. Hopefully I'm not screwing this up. Anyways, I'm trying to make this a fun thing because everybody's at the SHOT Show or doing whatever they do in Vegas. Fun fact, the last time I was in Vegas, I was babysitting somebody basically. But I was there December 21st, 2012. Anybody want to let me know what was going on that day? Or what was supposed to happen that didn't? I don't know, lady. I don't know. Mayans. The prophecy wasn't real. Alright. So anyways, back to not being a laser engraving machine manufacturer. And we're back. Yes, sir. Sorry about that. So like with my assets, so if you weren't a laser engraving manufacturer and you bought my assets and you're not in Vegas promoting it, you can make some cool AR lowers, which is some of my stuff. And this was what I went over previously in my last live stream before the Russians hacked in and something with the FFA, the cows. Nope. There ain't no cows in the airports. It was a glitch. Right. Alright, let me see here. So anyways, I'm using a low-res screen capture because I wanted to show you how awesome. Like I said, you mail that out to me. I got like a scanner at the shop run. Like if you've gone back far enough with my stuff, you see me colorize like old school vintage photos that were black and white. I'll scan it on that scanner and get you squared away whenever it comes in. Just don't share that address because that one's my personal one to my underground bunker. And as you can see, we got a lot of stuff on the underground bunker. I'm not going to elaborate on that. A lot of folks haven't seen that. I have to buy a second rack now because I have no room left on that rack. Alright, my shit's probably about to freeze again. Watch. Oh no, I think it's about to freeze again. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and hurry up and stop talking shit. Just so I can get this done. Anyways, so if you have an Ultimate Scroll Bundle, you can do this. You can use my scrolls. If you're at a SHOT Show in Vegas and you make something awesome with my assets, and you're not, even if you are, just like, hey, I'm doing an interview with SHOT Show. I'd love to show you your stuff that we made with it, with our machine, whatever. Just ask me. I'd be totally cool with it. Honestly. Like, but don't sit there and promote your shit and use my stuff without my, not the right way. Act like it's your software doing the work when it's not. It's literally, you just have my Ultimate Scroll Bundle, which you're not supposed to have because you're a manufacturer. There's that. But I'm going to delete that. And so you see right here, I don't know if you can see what my thing is. Bless you. I didn't sneeze, bro. Gesundheit. Alright, so right here, you can see, they tried to change it up on us. They tried to get a little sneaky. You see how it's a black background? That's weird. How'd they do that? Did they do that with Fragout stuff? Can I be, if I have a laser that's not their laser, but if I wanted to do something awesome, could I do that too? Absolutely. Absolutely, you could. Now I'll show you. Because in the files, they're like, I'm not promoting this specific bundle in particular, but if you were to purchase it, and say you were to go to the set 3 files, for whatever reason, you see here, oh, there's some cool stuff in there. What is that? Fragout. What is that? Let me show you. So you open set 3. I also mentioned in my last video, I had some guy email me, and I feel bad now because now I see what he was talking about. If you open the files and you get these like weird blue boxes or whatever is going on, just select everything, right click and object, ungroup, and or what I would do in this case is hit hotkey A as an apple or asshole. Pardon my friend. What's that? All right. Just select the stuff you don't want right now. Just get it out of the way. Just click and drag that home. Just come on. All right. And say you want this. You're like, I want to get this. I want to be sneaky. I'm not a laser engraving manufacturer. That's not what I am. I'm gonna get the 2-color, which is in my old stuff is usually what I dubbed the 2-color layouts. Now I've been kind of trying to redub it as the stacked, which is the same thing. And be sure to check out my tutorial on stacking. But say you wanted to do something like this. Don't want to be obvious about it. Because we're not a laser engraving machine manufacturer that doesn't have the proper authorization to use this stuff. Alright. So you want to make a cool pattern. Copy, paste, and then you right click, transform, reflect. That's how you get that. Now, Control C and Control F. That's crazy. How do you do that? Oh, let's figure out design. You got the bundle. You're doing awesome. You're not a manufacturer who hasn't gotten permission. You paid for my artwork. You're an awesome SOB. Now let's get creative. Let's shit, they would never figure this out. Let's reflect it again horizontally. You can't even spell that word, horizontally. Oh no, it's got the other thing. Let's copy this. Control Z. Alright, Control F. This isn't Fragout stuff. You're crazy. I'm gonna go on SHOT Show and do an interview. I'm totally never ripping off this guy's shit. Alright, so there's that. This is horizontal. He'll never find out. He'll never, within like 5 minutes of video posting, he wouldn't see this. For Daryl, I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. I doubt you have the machine I have, but also, I'm not lying to you, I promise. All my notes are at the shop. I'm in my underground bunker with the hip dysplasia handicapped lady at the moment. So, even if, I would give out settings, I can't right now. I have no idea. But with a lot of my recent stuff, though, I do include my scan notes, which I do include my hatching, the sizing, and it may not make sense with some of the stuff because a lot of y'all don't have the machine to have. So some of the stuff won't make sense, but some of the stuff will. So if you buy my most recent stuff, I try to include, which I do mention if it's included in the project details in my store, the like hatch and stuff, because I'm not trying to keep that a secret from you guys. So like I get everything that I have like scan notes are included. I include the hatch I used, how many passes I used. I'm not trying to make this like some big conspiracy thing, but also I don't know right now. It's very broad. One thing I'd recommend doing are running your test grids. That's one thing that helped me kind of narrow down where I would be going with specific types of materials. I'm not trying to hold out on you, but I would do that, and it's a great resource to have. I have a milk crate full of stuff that I've ran my test grids on that I can always refer back to with like, what looks the best on this material, including the Glocks and I haven't figured out the SIGs. I think I need a CO2 laser so I can make jigs. I don't know. I've been trying to I got everything now. I think I'm still alive. Am I still alive? I don't know. Somebody let me know. Dude, if somebody can link me where I can buy like a legit sword, I will. Whoever the first person that can link me a legit sword, katana, with some badass shit like that, email it to me. The first person who does that, I will. If I make a bundle with that, I'll give it to you for free. Whatever I come up with it, that would be awesome. I just don't know where to buy swords from, and I don't want to buy some like cheap like Wish.com zinc metal, bullshit. If I buy a samurai sword, I want a samurai sword. I want to be able to samurai with that shit if I ever need to use a samurai sword. Like I got all kinds of crazy hatchets and tools and stuff from Harbor Freight and Home Depot. I got cheap shit. But if it's a place to buy legit shit, something like that, I want to do right. I'm game. And if whoever finds me that thing, I'm not talking about money. If it's legit and it's the shit, I will buy it. The person that finds that for me to buy, if I create artwork for that, I'll give it to you for free. You're hearing it all live. I promise you. Because that would be awesome to do a sword. It's just like buying stuff online and stuff like that. It's hit or miss. I'm not a sword expert, but I think a sword would be awesome. Samurai, whatever. Yeah, one thing, Daryl, like with settings and stuff that I've learned that I think I could say without any hesitation is it's not only just the settings you have. If you run your test grids and you have tested materials, like you saw me doing the leprechaun flute, that wasn't real leprechaun flute. I was not serious with all this stuff, but it was still tubing that I bought from Home Depot, and it was just me just running tests. But in order for me to make content, I called it a leprechaun flute. But stuff like that. And then if you mark like your settings and what you're using on it at that time as you go and you test, I know it's tedious. I've done it for months. I will say this. I've had my FFL now for over almost 2 years. It'll be 2 years in August. And I have not sold one gun. A lot of this, up to around this point, has just been testing. The most boring stuff in the world. But I have 8 crates full of everything I've tested on. And I can always refer back to that. Now, one place I do help, and I try to, it's not everything. It's not the holy grail. But like with my scan notes, I put in my hatch, which is very important once you figure out like what you're doing and everything else. The hatch, it's make or break with whatever settings you're using and whatever machine you're using. So I mentioned my hatch, I mentioned the sizing. I try to get it like, well, I do like whatever size that I use the artwork at, because that was the whole reason for me of getting my shop and why I got my FFL was so I could, I think it was I've been doing this for like a year and a half or 2 years almost at this point before I got my shop and my FFL. But I wanted to be able, because the naysayers, the haters, the guys are saying, he doesn't have a laser. Well, now I can proof my work before I sell it to you guys. A log. One thing I recommend, and I haven't perfected it, and I need to go back and pull from it. But I have, you go to Walmart and you buy the college-bound spiral notebook with 6 subjects or whatever in it. Everything you do, and if you're new to a laser, like there's so much stuff like this. Like I want to be able to catalog and make videos for new people, but also people who have been doing it. Every single thing you do, make that note. Write it on that page. It doesn't matter if it works or not. Write it down what you did, and then after you do it, if it didn't work, write that shit did not work. I tried this, and then you go to the next step. Write every single thing you do down. This is one thing that's helped me kind of narrow in what works and what doesn't work for where I'm at right now. I'm not saying I'm a professional or I know exactly how, everything's perfect. It's not. I'm still winging this shit. But especially with how many different projects I've done and firearms I've done and settings I've done and artwork and all that stuff, I'm always trying to get better and be better. I'm making notes. So at least I can go back and be like, if there's a day when I go in there, I'm like, I want to make some coins. And I go plug in the stuff. I'm like, let me check my notes. And I go back and be like, oh, I'm glad I checked because this hatch didn't work. This hatch sucked. This hatch took too long, etc. You have your notes. And don't be afraid to be sloppy with it. Talk shit to yourself. I literally, in my notes, I'm like, this didn't work, dumbass. Don't do this again. That's just what works for me. But I write every single thing down. I already got one spiral notebook that's just, it's full. It's plump. I've started on a second one. And that's one thing that's helped me because I don't remember everything I do and every project that I've done. And like even stuff like I got some newer Bond Arm stuff coming out. I've gone back and referred to my notes. Talking shit to myself. I'm like, this didn't work, dumbass. Don't do this. I'm like, well, I'm glad I read my notes because that's what I was going to do. Hey, Chris Schumacher, you find me a link for some badass sword? Email it to me. If I buy it and I use it for some artwork, I'll hook you up. Like, I would love to do a sword. It's one thing I haven't done yet. I've done knives and everything else, but that would be so cool. I just don't want to buy a Harbor Freight sword. Not that they sell swords, because I would have already bought it. I love Harbor Freight. I should start a category in my store, just Harbor Freight. All the stuff I've got in there, because I'm running out of things. But yeah, just don't be afraid to look dumb in your notes. No one else is going to read them, and if they do, tell them, look, just read my fucking notes. Be as simple as you can. Like, this shit didn't work. Arrows, highlighters, make notes, make it known. Like, this didn't work, but this did. And then it's not going to go anywhere. Put it in your safe at the end of the day, too. If you're an FFL and you have firearms, you have a safe. Put it in your safe. So if there's a fire, it's in your safe. That's what I do. It's overboard, but it's priceless to me. Because that was a year and a half of practicing, just winging this shit. No one else really has this laser that I have. So, as I don't know if you've seen the video about me going over the laser I have, but it's me just been figuring this out. The one thing that's helped me the most, and not to repeat mistakes, is the stupid notebook talking shit to myself. I'd be down for, I don't own a katana, or I don't, but I would like, if I would do a sword like that, which I totally would, I just want it to be legit. Because the last thing I need is that one random guy coming in and be like, that's not even a real sword, you got this from wish.com. You need to do a real sword. And I have to redraw hours and hours of work just to prove this guy wrong. I don't want to do this is the reason why I haven't done a sword yet. I think I've done some like machetes, but that's just cheap shit. But also, if you can find a katana sword that's legit, but also other people can buy, like my customers, That's ideal because I don't want to make something that no one can buy and then use my artwork on, you know, if I make the artwork. Because, like, I don't mean that. That's another reason why I made this video today. It's like people may not seem like I put everything I can into the assets I sell. And so it hurts my feelings, as stupid as it sounds, you fuck your feelings, but I mean, I'm serious. If you're a laser manufacturer and you're selling $50,000 machines, and then you're using my artwork, which is against my terms of service, not that I want to create drama, but you're not even going to shout me out, and you're using my artwork, which I just proved in at least that last stream that just ended, they're using my artwork. Plain and simple. Go watch the interview on SHOT Show on their YouTube. That was what was most talked about, not their octagon pattern fucking bullshit. It was my stuff. Was my name mentioned at all? No. Did I get any money out of that? No. They're selling $50,000 machines. I want a cut. You see this shirt? You know, I'm not some rich asshole. I grew up in a trailer park. I want my cut. Come on. I'm not being greedy. But don't screw me over either. I'm not stupid. And like I said, like this live stream, I didn't really, because there's 2 parts now. The first part ended. I don't know how much more I could show you guys. They legit ripped my shit off. And per my terms of service, which I really tried to outline as obvious as I can, like if you make lasers, hit me up before you use my shit and not give me credit. Like, I'm a nice guy, but let's not be stupid. Where's my camera? Come on. And like, there are some manufacturers I never talked to. And they would get a pass, to be honest with you. But this specific manufacturer with their fucking hand model looking motherfucker here, they don't get a pass. Because when all this even started a few years ago, there were 2 manufacturers that I spoke to starting off. One, San Antonio Laser Engraving. Yes, we've had our beef. Whatever. They do awesome stuff. They provide a great service, a great machine. People love them. I got no beef with Frank. They're great guys. The second one, these guys, in which I have never once honestly said, get their shit. Because I've had issues with these guys and our mutual customers over a long time. And we've spoken over the phone years ago. But they don't want anything to do with me. But they want to use my artwork. Let's not be stupid. Okay? I'm not being greedy, but I want the respect that I've earned, at least, especially in this industry, and especially, like, what really rubbed me wrong was I watched this interview, and I'm like, yes, I agreed with a lot of it. You want to know why? Because he spoke about the artwork, and what really drives this home, and what works. Not image tracing, not cutting corners, but the artwork. They gave the artwork respect, but they didn't give me the respect showing they're using my artwork, because there's a lot more that goes into this than me just drawing up bullshit and throwing it out there. I put a lot of work into this, dude. Like I can't even begin. Like, I don't want to sound like a charity case here either. I'm grateful. I am so. This was a dream job I never thought I wanted, but I don't want to get screwed over either. And I've tried to be reasonable with everybody. But if you're selling $50,000 plus machines and you want to use my artwork, I want some credit. Because I won't even, like, guesstimate on how many machines that these manufacturers have sold just because I'm here. I want to make this very clear. There are people, yes, who sell our work on Etsy and everything else. Who else is wholesaling their life away? This is my life's work. And I don't have to sell it to everybody, but I am. Don't take advantage of me. Don't. It's like one thing that I've learned. I've been doing this for over a decade, being a graphic designer. The one thing I've seen with businesses that did work and didn't work were the ones that got greedy. The ones that got greedy, if I emailed them right now, I get an error message or whatever. They're not around anymore. You get greedy, you will not get to where you want to be in life. Be fair with yourself, be fair with your customers, and be fair with the people you work with. I'm not asking for anything. Honestly, I want to put this out there too. If any laser man, even Trotec, any of y'all would want to use my work to promote your product, just ask me. I'd honestly, like for SHOT Show this year, if you're like, hey, we're doing an interview with SHOT Show, we want to use your artwork, we have it for whatever reason. You weren't supposed to have it, but okay, I'm not going to sue you. I'd be like, that's fine, just give me a little shout out. Because who helped you sell all those lasers? You don't see me up here asking, where's mine? Where's mine? Where's my cut? All you laser manufacturers, you fucking know, and pardon my French, but you know. Who else is doing what I'm doing? Don't fuck me over. It's not that hard. I'm not asking for money right now. I'm not up and give me, please, sir. You use my stuff. Give me money. No, just be fair, dude. Yeah, they could have they could have at minimum been like, shut out the Fragout. That's all you got to do. But no, I've put everything into this. And there are bad apples that I have to deal with. But I really don't want to have to deal with... I don't want to ruin people's days. And I especially don't want to start drama with big manufacturers. You don't see me selling my stuff for $50,000 a piece. You don't see me asking for my cut. I can guarantee you every single fiber laser manufacturer out there right now, if it wasn't for me, your sales would not be where they are right now. Prove me otherwise. Am I asking for money? No. I'm asking for respect. That's it. And I'm getting fed up. It's getting to a point where, like, don't make me stop this. I expect more from the manufacturers more than anybody else. I got to deal with bullshit from other people all the time. Don't make me go down this road. And now I'm irritated. Now I apologize. But goddamn, who is providing the assets that I do that isn't stealing my shit and acting like it right now in America? Because I can guarantee you, any bullshit fucking India and all that bullshit, guess who they ripped off? Me. There's a reason why I'm not in all these Facebook groups. These motherfuckers get jealous or they don't like getting called out for selling my shit. And not to mention, I've been in Facebook jail for weeks now. I think I get out in maybe 10 days. I don't know. But just don't, I'm not asking for much. I'm just asking for respect. I don't even care about the money from the manufacturer standpoint. Just don't fuck me over. You use my stuff, shout out the Fragout. That's all that it would literally take to make me just... Fuck yeah. If you don't believe me, go look at my history on social media. Like Rock Island, Tisas, these little guys, they're not Beretta, they're not Smith & Wesson, but they shout me out, and I think that's the coolest fucking thing ever. I don't want anything, but the respect, the respect needs to come back, and especially if you're going to be a SHOT Show and you're doing an interview, and you're going to literally show my shit and promote your software and your machine, which honestly I would never recommend to somebody, especially these people who I've tried to reach out to multiple times, who I've had phone call conversations with years ago when this all started. I tried talking to y'all. Nothing. Crickets. I've made Facebook posts about them in the past. Crickets. I tagged you in y'all in these posts. Not to bash y'all, but I wanted y'all to do better. But I know we have a lot of mutual customers. But Mr. Hand Model here, okay. Don't use my shit then. Don't rip me off and disrespect me. Now I got on a rant, which wasn't my point of all this. But even if my signature isn't on my artwork, I know. This was clear as fucking day. I'm not stupid. Yeah, the Denzel Washington speech. For those who don't know, I have playlists on my YouTube page, and I'm gonna move on because I'm not trying to sound like a charity. I literally, it's not about the money, and these people who may have got me riled up. If it was any other manufacturer, I wouldn't have done this. But these guys, we got history. We got history, but they have not even tried. And for knowing that we have mutual customers, I feel bad because I still get customers to this day who have my asset and have their machine specifically, and they get the runaround, which is bullshit. It shouldn't be that way. You can go and buy a way cheaper machine in China, which I have a video, which I posted on my YouTube channel, which I go over my machine, what I recommend, and my opinion on the matter. Do I mention these guys? Fuck no. And I'm sorry. I would love to have a partner with a manufacturer. There's a lot of good manufacturers out there. There were a lot of manufacturers who supported me before I bought a Trotec. And that's fine. I get it. I totally do. I shouldn't have bought a machine. I should have taken one of the deals. But I'm also not going to sell out either. And I'm still open to deals and working with manufacturers. This one in particular, there's no way in hell. I've had bad feelings about these guys for a very long time. So this call out was a little overdue. So let's hope, they send me an email. Let's chat with your hand model guy. I don't know if that's the CEO. I really don't care. I don't care if that's the boss of the bosses. I want a phone call on Monday. Yeah, the Denzel Washington speech, that's the other thing. It's like I refuse to use elevator music with my videos. So I don't think we're allowed to show you, because I have in the past, but I don't think we're honestly allowed to. Every video I get gets demonetized. Aside from using that one speech, but I don't want to use that over and over and over, even though it is a good one. But what I was saying earlier, if you go on my playlist, there's one that's called Motivational Good. And it sounds cheesy. And it is, self-help, motivational videos. But there's some good stuff in there. And it's something that I've been adding to and collecting over the years. It wasn't public for the longest time, but I figured, dude, that, honestly, there's a door. When I was going through some hard times in life, and these videos I came across, hold on, let me pull this up. Is that gonna work? No. Alright, let me make this bigger. Hang on. Because I want y'all to know, I'm being serious. It's Motivational Good. And then it's a public playlist on my YouTube channel. If it wasn't for some of these videos and Les Brown and Denzel Washington and some of these motivational speakers, I wouldn't be here today. None of this would have happened. They help. If you're in a hard time in life, if you're struggling, if you don't know, just turn on these videos and let it play. And maybe you'll find that motivation that I did that helped me get out of some really hard spots when I had no one else. And that's why it's public now. It's cheesy, but I'm telling you, if you need that fire, if you need that stuff, there's more than enough in there. If there's a video that you find cheesy, just click on the next one. And there's one thing that, like, I call it my motivational good. But if you go back, like I said, I'm in Facebook chat right now, or I would share this. If you see a picture of a door with a bunch of writings on it, Les Brown, especially with his speeches, I started writing. I had a Sharpie and I had a closet door, and I started writing that down. And eventually that door filled up, and I still have that door. It's at my shop. I'm torn because, like, I want to bring it back home because I still listen to these videos and they really help. And regardless of your opinions on the matter, if you're spiritual, whatever else, God, whatever, if you need that something to help you get to tomorrow, if you're having just a bad time, just go listen to it. Turn everything off. Give your dog a treat. If you got a dog that's spoiled, that's always making noises, go watch those videos. You don't have to acknowledge it that you did. You don't have to tell anybody you did. Just go watch them. Just turn them on. Go to sleep to it. I promise you, if you're looking for that motivation, it's there. I still listen to them. I still try to add to that playlist as I go. Some of the stuff is cheesy, but a lot of it, especially like at the top, I try to prioritize some of the really, really good stuff that I've listened to I don't know how many times. I haven't looked at chat in a while. But damn, Les Brown especially, like that dude, I didn't know who he was until I started listening to his speeches. I'm like, this guy, if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be here. I don't want to get into dramatic and everything I was going through in life at the time. But I will say this, if it wasn't for Les Brown, I would not be here. None of this would have happened. And so, if you're going through some hard times, just go turn that playlist on, save it, bookmark that shit in your browser, and just listen to it. You don't have to tell anybody. You don't have to tell me. I don't care if you listen to it or you're not or whatever else. Just do it. Don't let anybody know. Put some headphones in. Listen to that shit. I'm telling you, that will get you through. I mean, being like, I keep, like, my stepmom, every time I talk to her, and she's like, how's work going? Whatever else. Yeah, I shouldn't be here. None of this should have happened. But I'm here. And so, I don't know what to tell you. And I know stuff in life, with everything, it's not easy. I'm grateful I'm in the position I am. I'm lucky. But if you're in that spot that I was in life, just go. Before you do anything stupid, just go watch that shit. I don't know. I'm not trying to, I'm serious. Like, this is real shit I've probably ever put out. Thanks, Cavi. Wow. There's one video I wish I didn't have public on my YouTube channel. And it's the one with Mark Walton. If you don't know where I was in life before all this gun stuff and the laser stuff happened, it's a long video, and I honestly ask that you watch the whole thing before you judge me on it, because it's still public. It's still not fixed. That's where I was. Like, none of this should happen. No. But if it wasn't for this beautiful German Shepherd in those videos, I would be here. But yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, probably the most important thing I could tell anybody is if you're watching this, there's a playlist on my YouTube channel called Motivational Good. You don't have to tell anybody that you've listened to it. You don't have to share it. You don't have to let anybody know. But if you need a little to get going, you need that just that little bit of fire that's in there. I don't know how to say it. But this reflects on why I even started doing the live stream tonight. Because it's like, god damn, man. It's like these guys, they could have approached this interview a little bit better. Because I don't have to be here. I don't have to, wholesale my soul out to everybody. I could shut this shit down right now. But I don't want to. Because I'm not here for the money. I'm honest. Like, I love money. I made a shirt about it. But I'm not here to get rich. I'm not here to get famous. Like, being able, like, the biggest highlight of everything that I do right now and why I have the shop, which I have not sold one gun. I have not profited money off of one gun. I've had my FFL for over a year and a half now. There are many ways where I could have run with just making money, and that would have been all it's us. The main reason I'm here is because I'm able to help so many people who fell into this laser engraving gun shit just like I did. But I try to be fair with every single thing I do. I'm honest with every single thing I do, and I just expect a little bit of respect at all of this. I'm not saying I'm better than anybody. Like, there are so many other artists out there in the world that are so much better than me. They're huge inspirations to me. That maybe one day I'll earn that title. That a lot of guys who blast me with the most nicest things they say about, like, especially with my customers who've bought my stuff, Maybe one day I'll earn that title of master hand engraver or whatever. I'm not there right now. I will say right now, like, I'm not the best at this at all. Maybe one day I'll earn that right. But at the same time, I don't want to be cheated out of my work either. And it's not about the money. And these guys could have just been like, shout out to Fragout, and that would have been all that really matters. Would I be suing them because they broke my terms of service? No, I don't give a shit. I'm not going to go through that. Everybody's having a hard time right now. Last thing you want to do is get sued. But, god damn, where's the respect? Oh, the tennis balls, that was her birthday like 2 years ago. That's right after I got LASIK, which I don't recommend getting because, like, there's like one out of a million stories where it's like, oh, it went bad. This eye, it's been getting worse. I don't recommend it. But anyways, it was her birthday. And with the stairs here, I filled up my duffel bag that I've had since the army to the brim with tennis balls, and then slow motion them down there. That's on my YouTube as well. So, and I'm not even on YouTube. Like, a lot of people, it's like I could, toe the line and try to capitalize on this stuff. It doesn't matter to me. It would help me reach more people, but it doesn't matter. But when you're at the biggest gun show in the world, the Expo in Vegas, and you're promoting your stuff, and you're a laser manufacturer, if you're using my stuff, hey, give a boy a shout out, dude. Don't act like your software is what made that shit awesome, because you know damn well, without my stuff, you'd just be making octagon patterns. But yeah, if you go back, I think it was 2000. What year was it? Like 2020? 2021? End of 20. I think it was maybe the end of 2020. Around September. Just type in like lady birthday on my YouTube channel. You'll see it. She's the most important thing to me in this whole wide world. So. Which is why, like, after last week, that freaked me out. And we got her on supplements and baby aspirin. She's probably gonna need surgery. I don't even know, dude. I will give my last cent to make sure she's If she has to have robot fucking legs, we're getting robot fucking legs. It's like, it'd take me 24 hours to drive to Vegas. I could still make SHOT Show, but I can't. I can't with Lady. As much as she loves riding in the truck and how she is right now. Honestly, going to do is get halfway and then she can't walk. That freaked me the fuck out. Anyways, I don't mean to make this a doom and gloom fucking whatever. I don't even know if I'm still alive. Regardless, coincidence? No! If you're a laser engraving machine manufacturer, hit me up. Shout me out. Show me some love. Even if we're not on the best terms, like these guys, and they're well aware of our relationship and how we go. Come on, dude. Like, even though we're not partnered and we don't have a relationship, I've still helped you sell fucking machines. So don't fuck me on all this. At least show me a little love. That's all this was about. And yeah, let me see here. Like, SHOT Show. If you don't believe me, like, I don't even know. I don't want to ask because I don't think I'm able to, since I'm not there. Let's see. Fragout Firearms, SHOT Show. Like, I'm gonna make my head smaller. Like, dear Steven, thank you for registering. Blah, blah. I bought the whatever the charity was. Oh, that just skewed my head. Whatever the charity was. I don't know if I have to be present to win, but if they do the drawing and I win the shotgun, I'd still really like to get that. That was a lot of money, but if not, it's fine. It's all good. Thanks, gearstuff.com. JPT 50 watt. I can't say where you get that machine from, but 90% of my customers just have a JPT 30 to 50 watt machine. The China one. You can get them from a lot of different places. There's races. I go over this. I repinned the videos on my YouTube channel. So whether you're a subscriber or not, or new, viewer, you should still be able to see that main video that's pinned up where I'm like, oh no, we're making a leprechaun flute. That's how it starts. Watch that video. I go over the machine I have, the machine I recommend. I can't say where to get it from, but you can get them, in a lot of different places. And the email, if that's the email about the samurai sword, I'm really excited. Because that would be cool. I've never had a samurai sword, but I want something legit. But, yeah, I don't know how long I've been recording. Almost an hour. Lady's just staring at me from the underground bunker. But yeah, let me see. I tried to do inventory. Let's just say I lost count, and I'm not doing it again. So that means I have a good selection. If anybody's like, because DLD and his channel, like the going, inside joke is like the 40 cal. Diversify. There's nothing wrong with having 40 cals, but have all the other cals too. 50 cal, that helps. I named my Barrett Shakira. Fun fact. Because she sings, and it's great. But Chris, Gear Stuff, all you guys, thanks for tuning in. Like I said, I didn't make this to be like dramatic or anything, but honestly, like I wanted to, I was like, even though like my signature is hidden in all my stuff, it's clear as day. Like if you're gonna use my shit, give me a shout out. Don't be shady about it, especially if you sell $50,000 machines. I'm here to make money. Just like you. Let's be fair. Don't make it weird. Don't make me have to just cause drama. This guy should have, I don't know, apparently these guys hired a hand model to do this shit. Look at him. It's like, my hands are all fucking... I'm still trying to heal from hitting my hand with the sledgehammer and the fire axe. Fun fact, this guy looks like he's never even started a tractor in his life. But gearstuff.com, thank you so much. Thank you. It's only going to get awesomer, dude. And who am I read his comment? He said your stuff is awesome. It's only going to get awesomer. Because my hands are fixed. I don't know if you can see. Let's see. Like this one was the most recent hand surgery. You can still see the 2 dots. This one, you can kind of see like where it's going to be in a month. It's almost all healed up. So I got my hands back. So everything up to this point is bullshit. I'm excited to see where this goes. So Lone Star putters. Hell yeah. Like I made that putter. It was actually a fun fact. It was my uncle. He passed away back in 2012. Rest in peace, Uncle Don. That was one of his putters. So, yeah, I remember I messaged you. I was like, if there's a popular, make and model putter that people use, that could be like you would buy like my artwork for that specific model, I'm totally down. But I want to be able to make sure, like, other people can buy it. I don't have a lot of putter customers, but, maybe somebody can go to Academy, shout out to Academy Sports Outdoors. I shop there too. So I got some of my Gerber stuff. That's like one thing I've tried to do. Like, that's why I'm always like, fucking, let's go to the freight, dude. Because, like, all this stuff is cheap as hell. You can get fire axes, hatchets, fire hatchets, fucking sledgehammers, razors. Like, I love going to Harbor Freight. I'm not sponsored by those guys, but I should be at this point. How much money I've spent there. Hell yeah. Shout out to your shop in PA, dude. That's why I'm here. Like, you sound like excited. Like, you want to make some more awesome shit. And that's what it's all about. Right there. So, even if there's stuff that I haven't thought about, like, it doesn't matter. Like, if it sounds fun to, like, create something, to draw something, I'm down. Just email me a good idea. I'll go buy it tomorrow, and I'll make some artwork for it. And I'll hook it up. Like, if you come up with the original idea, or you find me that, like, perfect fucking product, I'll give it to you for free once I make it. I have no problem doing that. Ammo cans? I've done ammo cans. I don't think I'm going to do them again because I really went hard on this last batch I did. I shouldn't have gone that hard, but I really did. So, ammo cans. Yes, I did the 50s and the 7.62. But I've been rambling, blah, blah, blah. Listen, I'm not mad about these guys with the magical hand model there. But y'all should hit me up on Monday. And that's it. Y'all have a good weekend. Or a good week. What is it? Fucking Wednesday? Thursday? Yeah. We still got work to do. It's not weekend yet. I gotta use the restroom.